Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
7:31, 44 degrees outside. Cloudy skies, a light north breeze this morning. Picked up 40 hundredths precipitation, nice and slow yesterday here at the station. My rain gauge looked pretty good. What'd you get over at your place, neighbor?
I got 47.
40. Well, that's not bad. Now I checked my gauge before I came out here, and I got 67.
What?
Yeah, I had 20 more hundredths than you did.
You're wrong.
No,
Well, what I'm saying is your rain gauge isn't accurate.
Well, yours must be. Somebody's isn't, because we live right across the street from one another.
We're pretty close.
But, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I missed. I think I had 67. You said you had what?
47.
Oh, the airport had 41.
Now, see, I would say mine's accurate then. I mean, if you had 40 here and you had 41 at the airport, 47 is a lot closer to that than 67.
Well, sometimes, you're just lucky when you're in a neighborhood and you get more rain than the other neighbors. My rooster rain gauge, it's shaped like a rooster chicken. I'm pretty sure it said 67.
All right. Well,
but I got more than you did, neighbor. Sorry.
Well, thanks. Okay. Well, I guess you're just a better person than I am.
No, just lucky.
Actually, I think everybody listening knows you just misread it.
I don't think everybody knows that.
Oh.
Like just drive by, and check my rooster gauge, my chicken gauge.
67, huh?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Almost sure. It's likely.
Yeah.
It's pretty accurate gauge.
Yeah. Does it always run high compared to everybody else?
Oh, not always. I've never really compared with the other neighbors.
Oh.
Since we work together and have a chance to ask one another a question, I went ahead and asked. That's all.
Yeah.
Just curious.
Well, I'm just telling you, that's what mine had.
Well, that's too bad. I got more than you did. Happy birthday to Donna Winquest today.
Yay, happy birthday.
And happy anniversary to Paul and Melissa Burney, celebrating a birthday today. My daughter-in-law and son, happy birthday. Happy anniversary.
Yep.
Happy birthday to Donna Winquest. If you're celebrating a birthday today, let me just change the page here. I'm pretty sure it was 67.
Yeah, okay.
Might have been just a little higher than that. Let's see, birthdays.
You didn't wake up in the middle of the night and sleepwalk and go just pour water in it, did you?
No, it's on the other side of the garage. I'm not going to walk clear out there. It's on the back side of the...
Did you have your sprinkler going and didn't know it?
Don't even have the hose out.
Oh. Okay.
Pulled it in to mow the other day.
Yeah.
By the way, there'll be a statement in the mail for the mowing I did for you. Unless you...
Okay.
The statement is just going to... so that it'll verify what I'm taking out of your talent fee.
Out of my check? Thanks.
Yeah.
All right, well, at least it'll be documented.
Oh, you'll have paperwork on it.
I'm sure.
Happy birthday to Bob Dylan.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. How old?
Well, he's 81 today.
Mm.
One of the most, influential songwriters ever. Regarded as one of the driving forces of popular music, period. From Blonde on Blonde to Just Like a Woman, and many, many more. And he's had hundreds of songs, and other people have also done quite well with his songs. Patti LaBelle is celebrating a birthday today. 78 years young today. Quite a performer. And Roseanne Cash is celebrating a birthday today. Roseanne is 67 today. Of course, she's Johnny Cash's daughter, and was married to
Rodney Crowell.
Rodney Crowell. Yeah, they had a little breakup. He still moans and kind of pines about that. He had a song just recently he wrote about how he regretted some of the things he did when Roseanne and him broke up. I don't think Roseanne's all that sad about it, but anyway.
I think she wrote some songs about the breakup, too.
Yeah, only they weren't pining. And also, Kristen Scott Thomas is
Actress.
62 today. You might remember her in The English Patient, and that was an Oscar-winning movie in 1997. I remember her well.
Oh, good. 67. He didn't get 6700s.
Brad, don't worry about it.
your-
My don't covet my rain gauge. Come on, it's what it is. Don't worry about it. I just have.
I'm not.
I just got
coveting your
more rain than you
gauge
did.
because obviously it's not accurate. I don't want an inaccurate rain gauge.
Well, there was 40 hundredths here. The airport had 41. You said you had 47.
I think I just briefly looked.
Well,
somewhere around there, maybe 45.
for some
I don't
reason-
know, in the 40s.
For some reason, our corner of the block was blessed with another 20 hundredths precipitation. And that's just, I know you're jealous about it. I know it kind of tears you up, but that's just the way it is, my friend. My rooster gauge showed 67.
All right.
If you have a chicken rooster gauge, I mean, there's no,
I'll have to look into getting one of those.
yeah, why don't you buy one? Hey, I can order you one and mark it up just a little bit and send it over across the street.
Yeah, just take it out of my check.
I'll just take it out of your
Yeah.
talent fee because I
Yeah.
know you know you're going to have a big check this time with all that track you did. So splurge a little bit. Get yourself a rooster gauge,
Okay.
and then you'll get the statement for the lawn too as well. Gosh, it's great to have you as a neighbor.
Yeah, I'm sure enjoying it.
I know you are. Let's see here. Oh, this came in on the email this morning. Due to the extreme tornado damage to the grandstand at the Garfield County Fairgrounds, the wild horse round pen presentation has been moved to the Central Nebraska Veterinary Service at 402 South 11th Avenue. That's directly east across the street from the sale barn in Burwell. And the date and time remain the same. That's coming up Thursday, May 26th at 6:30 p.m. Bring your lawn chair and come prepared for a delightful evening of teaching how to develop a working relationship and with unridden horses. And it's kind of cool deal. And they'll have concessions there as well. And you can purchase a quick supper there. If you have any need for more information, call Sherry at 730-2150, 730-2150. That's just a shame about the grandstands over there. I know Burwell people enough from being there a couple of times a year that and met those people. They got strong will and don't mind working. So look for that to be repaired and rebuilt, but it's going to take a while. But they'll have the rodeo this summer. You know they will.
Yes.
No doubt about it. Not even, well, they said right away they would. So are you a Carrie Underwood fan?
I don't know if I'd call myself a fan,
Well,
but I like some of her music. Yeah.
okay, all right. Well, she just finished up in Vegas.
Oh.
She did her show for, let's see here, 18 sold-out shows, and very successful. She started performing there in December of 2021. But don't worry, if you are a Carrie Underwood fan, she's going out on the Denim and Rhinestone Tour, which kicks off in October in South Carolina, and that means she'll be back out on the road this fall. Going to take a little summer break.
Okay. Great.
Just want you to know that.
Oh, thank you.
Neighbor.
Yeah.
I know you're all jacked up about the Top Gun show.
I am. Yes. I'm very excited. I've got a lot of things going on this weekend, so I don't know if I'm going to make it this weekend. I hope to. I want to go opening weekend.
They say he's doing his, I'm talking about Tom here now, Cruise.
Yes.
He's doing even more stunts on his own.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. He actually goes off a cliff on a motorcycle,
In this movie?
on a trailer.
Seriously?
That's what it says.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
There might be like a bunch of mattresses down there, but
Well, good.
speaking of that, neighbor,
Yeah.
you know, we did a little cleaning over the weekend, and we had a old mattress that we put out. It wasn't in real great shape, but it's got 40 hundredths rain in it now because it's out back.
You mean 6700s?
Well, yeah. Well, depending on if you're going with the official from the.
Well, if it was at your house, it probably had 6700s.
Well, it could
of rain
have. That's
soaked
what my
into
rain
it.
gauge said.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just going by the official Weather Bureau.
Okay, all right.
My rooster gauge showed 67.
Okay.
So it's full of water. Would you want it?
What? No, I don't want it. Not if it's full of water.
Well, it'll dry
No,
out.
Well, I'm sure it will dry. No, I have no need
You
for
could
a.
put it out in the yard and let the grandkids jump on it.
Okay.
Once it dries out, I could
Oh.
drag it over there.
Yeah, I'm sure you could. Yeah.
Okay, I guess
that'd be a real nice centerpiece to the yard and the lawn. Dave's old soaked up mattress just sitting right there in the front yard. That'd be a wonderful piece.
Well, you could put a blanket over it.
Thanks for
'Cause
the
otherwise I'll have
Thanks
to haul,
for the offer.
Otherwise,
though.
I'll have to haul it out to the transfer station. It's going to weigh a ton. It costs a lot of money if it wasn't full of water.
You know what? Because you mowed my yard, you let me know when you want to dispose of it, and I'll come over and help you load it.
Well, I
And
would do
unload
that, but I would feel bad then about deducting money from your talent fee. I'd
Oh.
rather do that.
Okay. Well, how about we just call it a wash? I'll go help you. You don't take away money from my check for mowing the yard, and I will come over and help you load your mattress, and then that way it's kind of like evens out.
Tell you what, I'll talk to the wife about it.
Okay.
Hey, this is going to make you go to your island, I think.
All right.
I don't know why they put this in, but it kind of caught my eye. A breastfeeding mom saves a pet goose from a bald eagle attack. Now think of that scenario.
I'm trying to. What? What now?
Yeah, a breastfeeding mother saves pet goose from bald eagle attack.
Yikes. Okay.
She's a real-life mother goose. The mom ran outside while breastfeeding her baby to save her pet goose from the claws of a bald eagle. She yelled at the eagle while running out of the house, which luckily scared it enough to let go of Frankie the goose. It was her motherly instincts that kicked in because she ran out of the house with just her underwear on
Oh.
because she was in feeding the baby. She tells us Frankie is perfectly healthy after the near-death incident. That's the latest in news.
All right. Well, thanks.
That came to us from CBS this morning.
Okay.
Can you kind of visualize that though? And this is kind of a weird scenario. Mom's in, probably just getting ready to, in early in the day, breastfeeding her baby. A bald eagle comes in, attacks
the goose.
the pet goose Frankie.
Yeah.
She runs out in her underwear with the baby and saves the goose.
Wow.
That's what makes news these days.
Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
It is. Yes.
Are you off your island now?
Yeah. No, yeah. That's. Oh, wow. What a story. You're right. The visualization of all this happening creates quite the picture, doesn't it?
Yeah, just
Wow.
think about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do you transition out of that story?
I think we do it this way.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Call me a fool.
Valerie June and Call Me a Fool. Let's play the game.
Okay, let's do. We're asking questions about, well, Dave was talking about Top Gun earlier. That's the theme for this week's questions. Top Gun Maverick makes its world premiere this week. So we're asking questions about the original Top Gun movie. All right, Tom Cruise plays the character Maverick. That's
Yes.
his nickname in the movie.
Mhm.
Okay? What's Maverick's real name in the movie? Is it Pete Mitchell, Steve Cameron, Rob Williams, or Pat Carroll? The character that Tom Cruise plays in the original Top Gun, he was nicknamed Maverick, but what was his real name in the movie? Pete Mitchell, Steve Cameron, Rob Williams, or Pat Carroll? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
It's Tumbleweed Day, so call in and win yourself a tumbleweed meal while we listen to these words.
It's spoken weekly, well, probably daily, from newcomers to Broken Bow. Wow, look at all the cars around that place, the Tumbleweed Cafe. Visitors wonder why, and locals know why. The delicious home-cooked meals of the Tumbleweed Cafe are absolutely amazing. Looking for a fun part-time job? They're hiring. The Tumbleweed Cafe, open Monday to Saturday, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. on East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
And we have a caller on the line. Good morning, sir. Who are we talking to?
Ken.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Good, good. Here's Brent Apperson with your question about Maverick.
All right, Ken, the movie Top Gun. Tom Cruise played the character Maverick. What was Maverick's real name in the movie? Was it Pete Mitchell, Steve Cam? What was it?
Pete Mitchell.
Pete Mitchell, of course it was. You got it.
Really?
Oh, yeah. You didn't know that?
No.
Oh, Dave. Because you've answered correctly, we have for you a certificate that'll get you a free tumbleweed meal at the Tumbleweed Cafe. So, Ken, come on out and see us.
All right, thank you.
Thank
Hey,
you.
thanks.
All right, quick time out. Logan Girardin is here. Stay tuned.
Shop at Gary's Superfoods in Broken Bow on South B Street. Right now, delicious USDA boneless beef top sirloin steak is $6.99 a pound. Frozen grade A turkey breast is only $1.89 a pound, and assorted pork chops are $1.99 a pound. Celebrate spring with a pint of fresh blueberries. They're 2 for $5. Frito-Lay Fritos or Cheetos are $3.49. Gary's Superfoods, South B Street in Broken Bow, looks forward to serving you soon.
Memorial Day weekend is upon us, a time of remembrance, prayer, and thanks. At Bow Bootery, we'd like to say thank you to our servicemen, women, veterans, and families with a sale of 25% off sandals and flip-flops. For all other proud Americans, you save 20% off sandals and flip-flops. We honor, salute, and thank our servicemen and women and wish everyone a safe and happy Memorial Day. Just a reminder, we'll be closed on Monday, so come see us soon at Bow Bootery on the Square.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show with Dave and Brent.
That's right, and Logan Girardin, too. How you doing,
Good
Logan?
morning. I'm a little bit on the tired side.
Too much work at Arrow Seed?
No, actually, it was just a pretty late night.
What happened?
So I like to, I don't know, experience different things. You know, I'm just kind of adventurous like that.
Mhm.
And I actually was in Lincoln late last night at a Cannibals Anonymous meeting.
No, wait a minute. Cannibals Anonymous meeting.
Yeah, so I've got some friends that they go to it and say it's just the camaraderie is really fun, but it's a fairly closed group of people.
I would imagine.
And you know, me being an outsider, when I got there, they really gave me the cold shoulder.
Oh, okay. All right, Logan. Let's move along. What's going on at Arrow Seed in Broken Bow, Nebraska?
Well, there's a lot. You know, that cannibalism thing just wasn't for me, so I'm going to grow a garden.
That's a good
There you
idea.
go.
Become a
So-
vegetarian.
Well, not necessarily a vegetarian, but going to grow some stuff in the garden to eat.
Okay. All right. So you're going to stay with protein. Just no. Never mind.
Moving right along.
Yes.
No more cold shoulders.
No.
All right. You've got me kind of. kind of thrown us off here, Logan.
Is your garden all in?
It is.
Okay.
It is.
But there's plenty of time.
There is.
Yeah.
There is. I was going to plant a new variety of tomatoes that are called clown tomatoes. I actually planted those last year, but they tasted funny, so I'm not going to plant them again.
He's on a roll.
Okay.
But we do have a really good selection of tomatoes in our greenhouse. We've got early girls, celebrities, Romas, grape tomatoes. I mean, we've got the whole gamut of tomatoes.
Oh, you're talking plants.
Tomato plants, yes.
Plants, okay. And they're in pretty good. They got a pretty good start.
They do. Some of them are blooming already.
Oh wow. Okay.
So if you got nipped by the frost the other night, which I even had most of my stuff covered, and I still got.
Although it was 28.
Still got some frost damage on it.
28 degrees on Saturday night. Yeah.
Yep.
So there's probably a little replanting going on. So you're pretty well stocked.
We are for now. They're flying out the door pretty quick though.
Okay.
So,
Get in soon.
Yes. We've also got cabbage on sale. So we've got cabbage plants. I'm not much of a cabbage guy unless it's in coleslaw. Then I like cabbage. Other than that, not really.
I was going to ask you that question. How do you feel about cabbage, Brent?
It's grown on me over the years.
Oh.
I used to just not like cabbage, period. But now I love coleslaw.
Right.
And,
I love
and,
sauerkraut.
You know,
too.
sauerkraut. And now the whole, if you just cook cabbage, I'm not a big fan of that.
Right.
I think if you could just be sparsely, put little pieces in soup or something like that, that's small pieces, but just a big old hunk of cooked cabbage, yeah, I think most people are, set back by that just a little bit.
Yeah.
But it does have its purposes and flavor that you don't get out of anything else, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we've got cabbage plants on sale, and we've also got broccoli plants on sale.
All right.
So if you've never grown either of those two, why not try it?
Broccoli looks really cool whether you like to eat it or not.
It does.
It's
they
kind
look
of a
like
neat
little redwood
plant.
trees, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of people love broccoli, so.
Yes. We've also got a really good selection of flowers, both annual and perennial flowers for sprucing up a flower bed or a flower garden. So.
And a lot of folks, I don't think, because of the forecasts and different variations in the weather, have gotten as far along with their flowers as they normally would this time of year. So
exactly,
there's still time to now maybe safely put those out and enjoy them, because they offer so much color on the porch or in the backyard. They make a difference on what you feel like when you walk out and sit down on a patio.
Yes, speaking of patio, we still have a lot of grills available. This weekend's going to be the perfect grilling holiday.
Yeah.
We are going to be closed on Saturday. So we'll be closed Saturday and Monday. So get all your shopping done between now and Friday.
All right. And then when you're open back up, we need to start thinking about maybe dad or granddad, if they don't have a grill, or maybe the grill's wore out, or they just want to have two grills.
Exactly. Yep. So we can get you there. And this weekend's not just all about grilling. There's other stuff that it's supposed to be about.
Right, exactly.
And we do have some solar stakes that, they light up in the nighttime. They recharge during the day that are really, really cool. They're just a really great memorial item, I guess.
Yeah, they'd be great to put up with your what you add to the memorial at the cemetery. Have that lit, and really be cool.
So we've got some, garden flags and mailbox wraps and stuff like that Becky's got as well. So we can do that. If you want to garden this weekend, that's great. Come on in and get some garden seed. We got jade green beans in again yesterday.
They came in again?
They did.
All right.
We were out for a while and finally got more of them in.
Did you get any more cucumber seeds in, the ones that you sold me?
We did not.
That's a done deal, isn't it?
Yep.
Those went fast.
They did.
Yep. So really, folks, as you listen here, Arrow Seed's pretty well stocked up, but going to get hit hard in the next week or two. So
Yes. And we don't have every kind of seed available from the garden standpoint, but we've got a pretty good selection. We'll have a lot of sweet corn coming in today. So we'll have peaches and cream, candy corn, incredible, and bodacious should be here today. Other than that, we are pretty much completely out of sweet corn right now. Still plenty of time to get it in the ground, get it in your garden. Maybe you've got a field edge, you just want to have a nice sweet corn patch in. So come on in and get some of that later today. And the best way to protect your sweet corn patch from pesky critters getting into it is an electric fence.
little raccoons and
Yes.
other things.
Yes.
So yeah, and you're set up for that solar, and I imagine solar gets used a lot in that.
Yeah,
application.
solar and battery.
Yeah.
And we've actually got a garden kit.
Oh, do you?
It's got the posts, it's got the poly wire, it's got the energizer, it's got the ground rod. It's got everything you need all in a convenient package.
That's a good way to do it, especially for folks who aren't farmers or ranchers that don't deal with it all the time. You don't know exactly what to get. This is all in one setup.
But yeah, you just grab the box and go. It's got everything you need in it. It's got a battery powered energizer that hangs on the wire itself.
Okay.
So it's a pretty awesome little unit. Helps alleviate some of the issues you might have in a garden from certain animals thinking that it's a buffet.
Yeah. To go along with the flowers and the garden and of course yards, I know that you guys have fertilizers and starter for starting plants and all those sorts of things are on the shelf there as well.
Yep, they are. We've also got seed potatoes. I forgot to mention that earlier. So our seed potatoes are going to be on sale. They're $1 a pound for seed potatoes.
Wow.
So stock up and plant a big potato patch. A lot of uncertainty in the world right now. So growing your own starchy food might not be the worst idea.
No, and potatoes, if you have some place to keep them, will last a long time. And otherwise, you put up your goodies from your garden and put them in the freezer and have, especially people, first thing they think about is putting up corn and having it like in December. Does that hit the spot?
It does. Also, fresh sweet corn in the fall.
Yeah.
That hits the spot. About the time your tomatoes are ready, have a BLT with a fresh ear of sweet corn. There is nothing better than that.
That's pretty pure. That's right. That's
So-
right. Only going to happen if you put it in the ground, though, and you've got the seeds and the plants and everything. You want to maybe dress up the house or the patio. The flowers are still in stock. It's all right there at Arrow Seed.
It is. And we've also got cedar mulch, the no-blow cedar mulch. This year, especially, the no-blow portion of that is key.
Yeah, no kidding.
So
Yeah, that's pretty important usually, but this time around it's been big.
yeah. So spruce up your house, your flower beds, your garden, your patio. I mean, we can get it all.
All right.
Where are we at in the lawn process? Step 2 yet?
Not quite
Not
step
quite.
2, but that'll be coming up here in another week or so.
Are we past the window for?
For the pre-emergent, yes.
Okay,
Yep, crabgrass has already started emerging.
it's coming up.
It's coming up.
Then are we past the window also for filling in those patches that died?
I wouldn't say you're past the window on that, but they're going to take a little bit more care.
Yeah, we
This
got a
late
little
in the
rain.
game.
A little rain to get it started, so
Yep.
that's pretty nice.
That is.
All right.
That is. So yeah, come on in and see us, and we can get you covered one way or another. Just don't try to come and see us on Saturday because we will be closed.
All right, Saturday and of course on Memorial Day.
Correct.
All right.
Saturday and Monday, Arrow Seed is closed.
All right. Thank you, Logan.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
I'm glad you made it back from Lincoln.
I am too.
News is
All
next.
in one
You
piece.
are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KPBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News special report. Today's gubernatorial primary race in Georgia turning into a test of the Donald Trump legacy, with former Vice President Mike Pence supporting incumbent Brian Kemp, his former boss backing challenger Dave Perdue.
This is the latest chapter in the Republican Party's ongoing divisions, and this one's notable because never before, quite like this, have we had a former president and a former vice president at odds in party contests.
CBS's Ed O'Keefe. Kemp refused to obey then-President Trump's call to throw out Georgia's 2020 election results. Republicans in Minnesota's 1st Congressional District voting to fill the seat left vacant by the late Jim Hagedorn. WCCO TV's Esme Murphy.
In the end, this special primary is likely to come down to turnout, and it's expected to be very low. 700,000 people live in the 1st Congressional District.
In Arkansas, former Trump press secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders is fighting to be the Republican candidate for governor, a job her father once held. CBS News special report. I'm Vicki Barker.
Here's a look at Nebraska news. A Nebraska inmate sentenced to life in prison for murder died yesterday. According to the Nebraska Department of Correctional Services, Russell Harms, age 64, died Monday morning at the Reception and Treatment Center. Harms began his life sentence October 11th of 2000. He was sentenced on charges of first-degree murder and use of a deadly weapon to commit a felony out of Nemaha County. According to court documents, Harms shot to death Tennyson Kelsey, age 84, in a shopping center parking lot in Auburn, Nebraska, in December of 1999. The victim is the grandfather of 2 Husker football legends, Chris and Chad Kelsey. Harms shot Tennyson 15 times with a semi-automatic rifle. Harms' cause of death has not yet been determined. According to the Department of Correctional Services, whenever an inmate dies in their custody, a grand jury conducts an investigation as well.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
The Celtics tied up the NBA's East Finals 2 games apiece, whipping Miami tonight 102-82. The Celtics led late in the first quarter 26-4. Jimmy Butler was 3 of 14 shooting for just 6 points in defeat. Jason Tatum scored 31 points for the winners, and Marcus Smart of Boston was out with a sprained ankle. Series even, Game 5 in Miami Wednesday night. In the NHL playoffs, the best team from the regular season, Florida, is out, suffering a 4-game sweep at the hands of Tampa Bay, losing on the road 2-0 tonight. Colorado leads 3-1 in its second-round series after a win at St. Louis 6-3. The Avs scored 3 goals in under 2 minutes early in the second period. Naomi Osaka lost her first-round match at the French Open. The late ball game went to the Padres in 10 innings, 3-2 against Milwaukee. The Mets whipped San Francisco 13-3. Giants have lost 5 in a row. Seattle and Arizona with wins, and Baltimore beat the Yankees 6-4.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Cloudy skies across the area for today, with showers developing, especially into the afternoon. High temperatures working up into the mid-50s. Then for tonight, rainy and breezy conditions, a low of 44. For Wednesday, a lingering slight chance for a shower through midday, with highs approaching 60 with breezy north winds. Thursday, lots of sun, warmer, up to 78. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Caro.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's Medi-Share. Maybe you've heard switching to Medi-Share to pay for health care can save the typical family $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The customer satisfaction rate for Medi-Share is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. Medi-Share works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. 866-88-BIBLE. That's 866-88-BIBLE. 866-88-BIBLE.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did we wake you up?
Nebraska's favorite way to start the day on KCNI KBBN.
47 degrees. We'll call it partly sunny, just to be
That's fair.
Positive. Yeah.
Fair out.
Fair? Oh, you always use fair. North, 2 to 3 miles per hour is your wind velocity right now. Barometric pressures is on a slow fall. It's at 30.08, humidity at 93%. High yesterday was 54, an overnight low of 41. Sunset today at 8:58, sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:12. And we measured 40 hundredths precipitation here at the studios. Broken Bow Airport reporting 41 hundredths. Brent Apperson, 47 at his house, and across the street from Brent, 67 hundredths at the Bernie home.
Whatever.
Got quite a bit of more rain than my neighbor. We'll be back right after these words on this Tuesday morning.
Varney Health Mart has wonderful savings during their May sale. Visit them Monday to Friday, 8 to 6, and Saturday, 9 to 1. Battle allergies with Allegra 24-hour non-drowsy, 30 tablets, $18.99. Health Mart Allergy Relief 10 milligram tablets are $7.99, or get 180 milligram tablets for $14.99. Allergy Relief 24-hour nasal spray is $11.99. Varney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Pearson Physical Therapy invites you to a free upcoming event to learn essential skills for caregivers. May 26th at 2 p.m. at the Broken Bow Library. Learn instruction on fall prevention, transfer training, positioning tips, lifting techniques, and more. Attend whether you're a full-time caregiver, have a grandparent living with you, or simply want to learn how to keep your loved one and yourself safe. To RSVP, call Pearson Physical Therapy at 872-5800 or go to pearsonpt.com.
It is 10 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. I would like to visit with Brent Apperson, my good neighbor and friend and co-host, brother and son all in one, and ask him about the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce's Market on the Square, which takes place on Thursdays. Began last week, and I guess they had something like 14 or 15 vendors, and they're ready to go for this week.
Yeah, you got it. Market on the Square is back. Expect the regular vendors from last year as well as some new ones. And this Thursday, May 26th, come on out and enjoy a night of music with Mel Shepherd and Hannah Goodnight. They'll be performing beginning at 5:30 on Thursday. Market on the Square will continue every Thursday from 10 to 3 through September, and be listening for more special music nights throughout these Market on the Square evenings. Again, there will be music in the square on Thursday, May 26th. Again, it's Mel Shepherd and Hannah Goodnight performing beginning at 5:30 on Thursday.
Thank you, Brent. I really appreciate it.
You bet, Dave.
Good neighbor.
Yes.
We'll take a quick time out. We'll continue with these words.
Spring cleaning applies to a lot more than just that junk drawer you've been avoiding for years. Refresh your checking account and upgrade to Premier Checking, the Bruning Bank account that rewards you for your everyday banking habits. Whether you currently have an account with us or not, setup is quick and easy. While you're cleaning up your banking, go ahead and explore the My Card feature on our mobile banking app. You can manage your debit card with one click and explore all the possibilities available to you. Learn more at bruningbank.com. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Cattlemen, spring is here and things are starting to green up. But alongside the good green like pasture grass and trees come the bad greens, musk thistles, mullenweed, buckbrush, and other weeds. Let Aero Aviation help you get the bad green under control this spring. They use the latest in aircraft and GPS technology and crop protection products while keeping the good green in your pocket. Call Casey, Melissa, or Kim today and schedule spring spraying with Aero Aviation, 872-5113.
8:12. I want to back up just for a moment, talk a little bit about the Tumbleweed Cafe.
Okay.
They were our prize awarder this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing like a good tumbleweed meal for a prize.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the tumbleweed meal. Have you ever had just the tumbleweed meal off the menu?
Oh, hundreds of times.
You have?
Oh, yes. It's one of their staples.
Is that chicken fry? Or is
no,
that...
it's a tumbleweed meal, a hamburger.
Oh.
And then you lettuce on the side, and I usually get fries.
Fries with that?
Yeah, ranch dressing on my lettuce.
How about, what do you get for dessert? Do you have a dessert?
Oh, I don't know.
Like chocolate cake with ice cream on it?
I usually don't get dessert, to be honest with you.
I'm usually too full after tumbleweed to have dessert, unless it would be a bowl of ice cream with chocolate on it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you have room for that. Maybe if you just order one hamburger.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yes.
just so you know, they have a buffet on Sundays.
I've heard
Did you know that?
Yes.
Do you know what's in that buffet?
Well, it's been a long time since I've been to the Sunday buffet.
You better go out there.
I
Of course, I know
should.
you go to church in Callaway, don't you?
I do.
So
Yeah.
you can get back in time.
Okay.
What time service over there?
We start at 9:30.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, you got plenty of time. Of course, maybe you go to noon. I don't know. Well, anyway, when you get done with church,
okay.
What's that pastor over there? What's his name again?
Pastor Dean.
Pastor Dean
Heidel.
Heidel.
Yeah, you know Dean.
I know Dean Heidel. Yeah.
That's Heidel, but
Oh,
yes,
Heidel.
yes.
I know Dean.
Uh-huh.
When I see him, sometimes he says, "You guys, you two on the radio, I don't know what to think of it."
Yeah, I get that about every Sunday morning.
You know what you
from
should do?
somebody.
You should take Dean, Pastor Dean.
Yeah.
Afterwards, drive over to the Tumbleweed and buy him a buffet dinner.
That would be nice.
And,
yeah.
And
Can I use a station credit card for that?
Well, yeah, I'll just deduct it off your talent fee.
Okay.
Pastor Dean and his family would love it because they would be able to have mashed potatoes and gravy, green beans, that have usually a beef protein, chicken. Oh, the chicken's good. Put a little gravy over the top of that chicken. And then sometimes they'll have a nice pork with that. Got those choices. Corn. Of course, the salad you have ahead of it. Be careful. Don't let Dean eat too much salad before he has the main meal.
That's easy to do when you have a salad bar, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
I
definitely.
find myself falling into that trap.
Yeah, and make sure that he sprinkles a little of the cheese on there, and maybe some olives.
Well, it sounds like maybe we should just invite you and you could make up Dean's plate for him.
I'm not sure Dean would be okay with that, but the thing about the buffet is you put on your plate what you want to eat.
Yes, that's correct.
The old downside of a buffet is sometimes you put too much on your plate or go back for seconds that you don't really need. But they don't mind at Tumbleweed. It's all you can eat.
Yep.
That's on Sundays. Starts about 11 o'clock or so.
You want to know Sunday at noon, that section of Broken Bow, dude, you talk about busy.
It's full.
Because you got we all go grocery shopping after church.
A lot of people
You ever
do.
notice that?
Yeah.
So you got grocery cart. Now that Dollar General's out there, you put that by the Tumbleweed. Tell you what, man, Sunday at noon, be careful driving around that section of town.
It's hopping.
Oh, man, it's busy.
Yep. And Carmen will take care of you. And by the way, if you decide you want to order off the menu and you want to just after church drive through and take your meal home, you can do that too.
Yeah.
And they'll help you out with that. If you want to go in and sit down and be, served and get yourself a cup of coffee, a glass of water or pop or tea, they're up for that as well.
Yep.
And they got some young ladies working out there right now doing a great job. So, by the way, they're always looking for good help at the Tumbleweed.
Yes.
Talk to Carmen about it. What's on your phone there? You're looking, is there...
Well, did you know, I guess Trev Alberts announced this last night on Sports Nightly. I didn't know about it till I read it today. No more balloons at Husker football games.
Well, can I just say this?
Yeah.
I know that it was really kind of neat to see.
Yeah.
Environmentally not very smart.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and it certainly it wasn't what it once was years ago. You know what I mean? Not nearly as many balloons would be let off, but now there's a helium shortage.
Oh, I thought they were doing it for the birds.
Oh, no. No, it's because there's no helium.
Oh, okay. I thought they
Yeah.
were watching out for the birds. But okay.
Sorry. Let's see. The helium shortage, this is according to a story on ESPN. The helium shortage and supply chain issues stem in part from sanctions against Russia, I didn't know this, one of the world's top helium suppliers. So they won't be handing out any red balloons before Husker games this year.
But it's not because they want to save birds.
No, it's the helium shortage.
Well, okay. I thought it was environmental, but no.
They're apparently their marketing department is working on alternate celebrations, including digital renderings digital renderings of what? Letting balloons loose? That's weird. Anyway, but Mr. Alberts did acknowledge the environmental concerns some have
good.
expressed over the years about the balloon tradition.
Yeah.
So
birds will eat those broken balloons, and it's not
Yeah.
too good for their digestive system.
Right. So anyway, there you go. No more balloons.
It's not really good to see a bird with a balloon hanging out of its beak.
No, probably not.
Get caught in there.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying. No
I'm
more
still
balloons.
trying to get over the lady
What?
that ran out to save her pet goose from the bald eagle.
Yeah, that was quite the story you shared.
Man, swing that microphone over there if you would, please. Now, just so you know, I would imagine we'll hear from Mark Stock here in just a little bit. We may have to break away.
Okay, no, that's completely
Okay,
fine.
we can work through that together.
Okay.
All right, now I've got a picture. Let me look here. Let me see. Hold on.
By the way, Rachel from Team Physical Therapy is here.
Yeah.
Hi. Hi, everyone.
Nice to have you here.
Hi, Rachel. You know, I'm always worried because is it Rochelle or Rachel?
Rachel.
You're Rachel.
Yeah.
And I always get, well, no matter how I try it, with whoever I'm talking to that has that name, I get it wrong.
You know, it's a 50-50, and I'll respond to both. I've gotten both enough.
Now you're,
Thankfully, my last name now, because now my last name is Scott.
Yes.
My last name just got a heck of a lot easier to pronounce.
It did. It did.
And spell. So,
Yeah, there you are.
yes.
You look good in that picture.
Thank you.
Yeah. Got your degree from Des Moines University.
Yes.
2018?
Mm-hmm. It feels like it was a little closer than what it was. We've got two newer therapists and whatnot, and I'm like, I just got out of college. How did you guys just get out of college? So
Yeah, pretty soon you'll.
I feel like I'm starting to date myself a little bit.
It happens, but I don't think so. Now, what I did notice, I was going down through because I wasn't sure who was coming in. I thought, well,
Yeah.
I'll just kind of prep. My goodness, there's a lot of people at Team Physical Therapy that do a great job that you have, and I don't think everybody's on here.
Yeah, we need to update that, I think, a little bit. But the newest additions that I think you can see on there, which are awesome, Hannah Parsons and Chesney Goodman. Chesney is an occupational therapist, and then Hannah is a speech language pathologist. And they have their own companies, but we're partnering with them to be able to bring more specialties to Custer County and Broken Bow area and whatnot. So, you know, sometimes we have challenges of not having every resource available to us living where we do, and partnering with them to have a more complete medical care with everyone, with our patients, where they know that all three of their rehab specialties are talking to each other, has been really beneficial, and we hope that we can really provide some good quality care here. So
I think when
we're excited about that partnership.
Yeah, and when Jeff was here last time, he was pretty excited about the direction that you guys are headed with all this expanded service, much needed service out there, and this is part of it.
Yeah, I think he talked about the home health a little bit, which we're still kind of getting up and moving, but we're really excited to be able to offer. You know, there's certain stages and kind of phases, you know, you're in a hospital, and then sometimes that next step would be home health, where you're ready to go home because you don't need to be in the hospital, but that's, you know, that doesn't mean, oh, I'm ready to go grocery shopping and go back to my gardening. And there's such a transitional phase there. So being able to offer every step in that phase, and, you know, we've got contracts with hospitals and whatnot. So to see a familiar face in the hospital and then in your home helping you, and then now you're in the clinic, can really be such a supportive measure, but then also just a smooth continuum of your care.
Yeah.
So we're excited about that.
You've got it covered.
Try to.
Yeah.
Some days I need more coffee, but other than that, yes, I try to.
Yeah, that's great. Can I ask you a question about, and I don't know what subject you wanted to talk about here today, but it's kind of popped into my mind when I saw you guys were on the schedule today, and you hear conversations with people going like this. My knee is really bothering me, and I read about this fantastic thing where I won't have to have any surgery, and it's not. They don't say it's a miracle, but I guess what I'm saying is there's a lot of tugs and pulls out there to head you in a direction that you may or may not want to go. I would guess maybe having a visit with you first would be a good idea.
We actually get that a lot, and I mean, it's unfortunately like the health market can be a borderline deceptive market. We see it in our foods now. We see it in exercise equipment. Everything is marketed as healthy, knowing full well that, you know, we're the buyer and that's how you should market things. I get a lot of times just, oh, well, I saw this on TV. It says it's supposed to do this.
Yeah.
I'm never going to knock anything because as a profession in myself, you know, I am more of a holistic treatment method. What can we do versus needing more invasive procedures? I love that about the field of physical therapy. That being said, supplements and whatnot, there's some good stuff out there. There is.
Mm-hmm.
Usually if it is good quality stuff, it's going to be research backed. If it's going to cost you an arm and a leg, and it really is the miracle pill, doctors would have been prescribing it for quite some time now.
Yeah.
You know, so I always kind of caution people to, okay, if it is, you know, going to cost you quite a bit of money, why isn't everybody else doing it if it really works?
Yeah.
So it's hard, you know, especially with supplements or pills or, you know, joint health is like a buzzword for a lot of supplements out there. There's good stuff out there, and I'm not going to knock it all. But I would encourage people to maybe look with a pretty skeptical eye of, okay, how much is this going to cost me, and is there really some good research behind it that shows that it is effective? But of course, ask us if you're not sure.
Yeah, talk to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Mark Stock's on the line. Can you hang with us for a little bit?
Of course I can.
All right, and then we'll talk about, when we come back, what you actually came in to visit about.
Okay.
That might be a good idea. So, Mark, if you're listening, I'm going to pop you up here and put you on the air. Big Iron Auction Company, Mark Stock, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing really good. So does that mean I'm supposed to take Privilegin or not? That's what I want to know. I don't know.
Well, let's find out. Ask that question again, Mark.
Yeah, should we be taking Privilegin or not?
Say that one more time.
Privilegin.
Privilegin, the memory loss.
Oh, the memory.
Yeah, the memory.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, I have not read up on research, so I'm really going to avoid that question with a 10-foot pole. And just say, let me get back to you on that one.
The reason why I asked is I actually forgot what the question was.
I feel like I should have seen that coming.
I would be surprised as many things as you have going on, Mark, and are, you know, needing to remember things, that you have too much trouble with that as yet. So tell us what's going on with Big Iron Auction Company.
Well, we've got some land selling today, folks, in Reno County, Kansas. If you know where Huntsville, Kansas is at, we've got some property just a couple miles south of there, 77 acres. So go to our website for more information. That land auction concludes at 11. We've got some livestock then selling this afternoon, and there's quite a few solid mouth and older running age pairs selling by Wallback, Nebraska today, right off the ranch for Edwin K. Farms. So check that out. Todd Davis from Esden, Kansas. He's got 16 Angus. These are black and black white-faced first calf heifer pairs. We've got 27 red Angus first calf heifer pairs selling today as well. Those are located by Boone, Colorado for the Midwest Ranch. We've got Matthew Ledbetter from Norton, Kansas. They've got 57 tall Angus solid mouth pairs that are selling online on BigIron.com today. We've got some cattle in Atkinson. We've got some cattle in Iowa selling as well, plus several bulls if you're still needing a bull. And we've also got some folks here that are looking for some additional grassland acres to buy or rent. So if you've got some extra acres that you're not utilizing, pick up the phone and give us a call here. My phone number is 402-276-2077. I'll repeat that at the end here, but write my number down if you've got some extra grassland acres. We've got a handful of people here that are looking for extra grass for some of their animals. We do have a big sale then tomorrow, folks, featuring a lot of equipment, 1,800 plus items, selling on Wednesday, May the 25th. If you're looking for a John Deere S670 combine, we've got one of those selling for Mike Willis. He's got a Kinsey 1050 grain cart. He's got a Draper head as well. He's got an International 9200i day cab Eagle that's selling. We've got Klingenberg Farms. They're from Peabody, Kansas. They've got a Landau 5530 30-foot folding drill. It's a 2011 model. He's got several other items that will be selling to the highest bidder. We've also got a nice sale for Stephen McCaslin as he's retiring, folks, from Yuma, Colorado. Check out his Case IH Steiger STX 480 quad track tractor. He's got a New Holland CR 8090 combine. They got a lot of equipment that will sell. The Thomas H. Ross Estate, that's by Halstead, Kansas, 121 items. A John Deere 2955 tractor with a loader is one of the featured items. He's got a white 6700 series 8-row 30 front folding planter. You don't see those every day. There's a Cat 950 wheel loader. There's a 1971 John Deere 4320 tractor that is getting a lot of attention. It's been restored a few years back. It's really a good looker. The Gale C. Johnson Estate sale by Ong, Nebraska. Ong is kind of south of York. They've got a 2013 John Deere 4720 mechanical front tractor with a loader. This machine has only got 105 hours on it. So if you're looking for a nice mid-size, small little acreage tractor, check that machine out. They've also got a 2020 Ford King Ranch F-150 crew cab 4x4 pickup that's only got 23,000 miles on it. It's a pretty bright red. It's immaculate, folks. That's selling tomorrow on BigIron.com. Harlan Bittliner is from Milford, Kansas. He's got a John Deere 8230 mechanical front tractor. He's got a John Deere 9500 series combine. He's got a 1750 series John Deere 6-row 30 planter. There's another one of those planters you just don't see every day, a 6-row 30 planter. Hard to come by, especially in that 1750 series machine. The Free State Farms, they've got a New Holland TV 145 bi-directional tractor. They got a New Holland CR 7090 combine selling as well, and a white 6180 8-row 30 folding planter. So there's another one of those 8-row 30 folding planters that you just don't see every day. But a lot of equipment selling tomorrow, folks, 1,800 items. And then we've got a special sale on Thursday, May 26th, for Heil Harvesting. Heil Harvesting, folks, they've been in the harvesting business here since 1974. And Mark and his wife started that business, and then their children were taken over. But unfortunately, Brad Heil died in a fall harvesting accident. And now they're going to discontinue their fall harvesting equipment. So they got Case IH combines, they got Mac Dawn and Case IH Draper heads. They got a John Deere 8120 mechanical front tractor. They've got an International 9100i day cab semi-truck. They've got International 4900 series and International 1954 series tandem axle grain trucks with steel box and hoist. This equipment is extra, extra nice, folks. They got a couple jet grain trailers. They got a Ford F350 4x4 Super Duty crew cab pickup. It's a 2013 model. It's got a flatbed service body on the back. They got Kinsey 850 and 840 grain carts, and they've got this Keystone 33-foot bunkhouse travel trailer. It's a 2009 model. They've got combine hauling trailers and such like that, and that's selling on Thursday of this week on May the 26th. So we hope that you can support that because Brad passed away, and then his little baby was born just a short few weeks later. So the family's going through some tough times. Help them out if you can, folks. Super nice people out of Ulysses, Kansas, Heil Harvesting, selling their equipment on BigIron.com here this Thursday. So we've got a lot of things working. We do want to bring this back to tomorrow, though. I wanted to end here with Ranchland Ford right in Broken Bow. They're going to be selling vehicles tomorrow on BigIron.com. They got 5 vehicles, and they got some diesel pickups. They got a 2015 F350 diesel pickup, and then they got these hard-to-find 2000-year model Ford 7.3-liter diesels. They got one of those selling to the highest bidder. They got 3 other ones as well, so go to BigIron.com to see not only those items, but Henry Nuxel and Ryan Harder and Matt Cope. They got a lot of locals that are using Big Iron all the time, and we want to thank you very much. And I got to plug old Henry Nuxel with his Windmill Festival's coming right around the corner. And come on out and enjoy the extreme bull riding that we're honored to help sponsor that during his Windmill Festival, so we like to do that. And, of course, anybody that's got some grassland acres, my phone number once again is 402-276-2077.
All right, Mark, thanks so much. Talk about being local. Ranchland Ford selling some vehicles on this next auction. Thanks a lot for your report. Always look forward to it.
Hey, I'm looking forward to calling next week. You guys have a great Memorial weekend.
All right, you too. All right, Mark Stock with Big Iron Auction Company. And now we can finish up our conversation with Rachel Scott.
It's still a little weird. I mean, it's a good weird, but it's still a little weird.
Well, it's good to have you. When was the wedding?
April 23rd.
April 23rd. I'm sure you had a great time.
It was a wonderful time. If anything went wrong, I didn't know about it. Nobody break my bliss out there.
Well, that's perfect, because the old saying, you know, a wedding, once it goes, it's on its own. It unrolls like it's supposed to.
And it really does.
Yeah.
I mean, the groom crowd surfed. So if anyone in the community wants to hunt that video down, it's entertaining.
It's worth it?
Yep, absolutely.
All right. Rachel's here from Team Physical Therapy, and we kind of got to asking you questions. What did you want to highlight today?
Just, you know, with that seasonal change, we've got baseball and softball going on right now, or at least like really ramping up to their full schedules. So that, especially like throwing arms and whatnot, that can be, with the amount of games that they're playing, which is awesome, but that's also a lot of throwing. I just encourage our athletes to be really proactive. If they have something bothering them, tell your coach. It might be just a matter of, hey, we need to limit your throws. Beyond that, it might be something that you want to get seen for. So just really trying to put a bug in people's ear about that. Also, congrats to all of our area athletes at State Track. I felt like we had a really good showing. So
very good showing.
Yeah, that it's really nice to have really athletic, good kids. So we get to follow our community on those next levels of going to state. For those that maybe aren't in recreational sports, I would like to argue that gardening and lawn care, now that I have a lawn to care for, should be considered recreational activity.
Hear, hear.
Especially, like, I feel like I've heard a lot of my patients talk about gardening is really starting up and whatnot. You know, take care of yourself. Whether it is using a small stool to sit on to get off of your knees, or making sure to take breaks, you know, using a wagon or a wheelbarrow or something to really help with the lifting. Just with all of those we're all ready to get out. The weather is warmer. We're excited to embrace summer, being smart, and then obviously get yourself looked at, or, you know, stop in if something's starting to hurt, because we had a long winter and we're all excited to enjoy summer now.
We are. And the spring has been kind of a roller coaster as far as any days in a row for you to get out and really work yourself into anything. So it's all at once, it seems like. When we go out, we want to get it done before the next day of weather changes on us. I think that's all really good advice. That little stool, I can tell you, I'll raise my hand as I've gotten older, something to sit on when you're in the garden, it makes a lot of difference. It also tells you, or me, I shouldn't put everybody in this category, what's going on with your core. When you're on your knees, leaning over, planting, all of a sudden you're going, geez, my back's kind of starting to hurt, and getting this pull in my midsection there that I didn't used to feel.
Yeah, it's just kind of, you know, it's interesting, or at least it's interesting to me. Maybe I'm just a PT nerd, but you think about like our working positions. You know, we're sitting here at a desk or whatnot, and then you compare those postures to one of which you're gardening, where you've basically completely flipped your body into a totally different position. You're going to use different muscles. You're going to work in different positions. And, you know, I would argue that in the winter, we're not, you know, getting down on hands and knees to scoop the snow like you do to work in a garden. So there's a lot of different postures that comes with that seasonal change, and your body will feel it.
Yeah, and there's recreational things that people do, whether they're an athlete or not. It sounds crazy, but going fishing, maybe throwing those batteries in the back of the boat, you know, going golfing where you haven't golfed, gotten out before, and start swinging real hard right away. And there's all kind of things that tell us our bodies need a little help.
Yeah, I mean, and if you have a good fishing day, the amount that you cast, I never thought I'd be educated on that in my lifetime, and then my relationship brought me into that. But yeah, the amount that you cast, there's a lot of different postures to different activities, and as much as some would not encourage a break during fishing
Some people
or
you know.
other
maybe.
activities. I think a great book is a wonderful break, but supposedly that's not what we're out there for. But, you know, embracing a good fishing day, but then also giving yourself some rest afterwards is important too. And I mean, not just fishing, any activity that you find enjoyment from.
Right.
Now, there's also something to be said. If you find enjoyment from it and you're getting pain during it, come get checked out.
Yeah.
We want you to keep doing what you enjoy.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you're like, man, this is really starting to bother me, but it's a task that you know, that's your you time. Come talk to us. Let's figure out how we can keep you doing what you love and not hurt half the time.
Yeah, I know from experience, going out the first few times and doing that casting and holding that pole, or trolling and holding that pole. Next thing you know, you can't open your hand anymore. You know, you've gripped that pole so long, and it, you know, there's just things that you don't do in an office or in our daily lives. But I do have a recommendation for you.
What you got?
Well, my wife will go fishing with me once or twice a year.
Okay.
She does not fish. And when she goes, I don't usually keep fish anyway, but absolutely when she goes, it's catch and release, okay? But if your husband gets a big fish on, which he usually does, I've seen...
I better have that net ready so fast.
Well...
You just said there's a fish on. I better have the net ready.
Okay, so you're okay, but don't do this. My wife reads while she's on the boat like you're talking. She'll take a book with her. If your husband gets a really big fish on... put down the book.
Okay.
Because my wife continues reading, and you're so excited, you're going, I got the biggest fish of my life, and she's turning the page. And so act excited.
You know what? I actually do really enjoy it.
Good.
I think it's just that my tolerance, like, Nathan can fish all day long. And I think he knows me well enough to know, like, we need to have some good snacks. I feel like an experienced person now. We go up, I'm pretty sure before God wakes up, you know, we're on the water. And because there's no other time. And so I figured it out though. If I wear sweatshirt and sweatpants, by the time it gets warmer, I am able to take my sweatshirt and my sweatpants and fashion a good pillow so that I can take a nap about 9 o'clock. And the naps on the boat are unparalleled. Like, they are the best naps I've ever had.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you got it all worked
I'm
out.
very experienced by now.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Can I ask a quick question?
Go for it.
We talk about adults a lot. We talk about high school athletes a lot. I don't know if we've ever talked about the 12 and under group.
Yeah.
These kids, you know, are youngsters. They're as active as anybody. Do you work with some of the... I'm sure you do.
Yeah. So myself primarily, I'll see that age group in the clinic. We've got other therapists who are working in the schools and whatnot as well. Jill Lineski is one of our main pediatric providers, as well as Allie Rowden in Burwell and Mary Ross in Cowley, and just everywhere, because Mary is everywhere, I think. So they do a lot of our pediatrics, but that being said, we have other 0 to 12, 0 to 15, you know, kind of that younger population. Any of our therapists will see them in the clinic and whatnot. I've had a few. They're a fun population to work with, but sure man, you got to be ready to keep up with them. You have got to be ready. So they're really fun though, and the wonderful thing about kids is how resilient they are, and you know, they heal well. Although it's a challenge at times, it is a really fun to make physical therapy a fun place for them
to come to.
Yeah, absolutely. And make sure that they have a positive experience, because besides going to the doctor's office, for some of them, that's their first healthcare experience. So really making sure that it's a positive experience for them and that they view healthcare as a beneficial role in their lives. You know, there's always the fear of going to a new place when you're
Sure.
a kid, and we really work to hopefully make it an inviting place that they look forward to.
That sounds great. And you kind of go full circle. You know, you mentioned when you started talking about what you wanted to talk about was sore arms in baseball and so forth. And, you know, these kids, they'll go as long as they can, whether it hurts or not.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, you don't having a sore arm when you pitch in baseball is kind of normal. But if it continues and it doesn't go away after a couple of days or so, then they might be hurting something that would come back to haunt them later. So,
Absolutely, yeah.
yeah.
And I mean, it's so important that kids are able to participate with their peers and whatnot. And if there's finding ways that maybe they do have a physical limitation that they can still participate, or making sure that whatever is going on, if it's something that can be resolved, resolving it so that they don't deal with, you know, the limitations of that well later into their life.
Yeah, you don't want a shoulder or something like that. You know, I guess maybe shoulders would come probably more at the Legion level where somebody could hurt a shoulder, but you don't want to cause damage for
Absolutely.
a long time.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm glad we had extra time to talk to you today.
Yeah,
It was
thanks
fun.
for having
Yeah,
me.
Yeah, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And sounds like if you're grabbing the net when there's a big fish on, I think your marriage is solid for eternity.
Now I just have to be able to outfish them. That's when I'll really
I don't know.
conquer
Wow.
marriage.
That's a tall task
Gonna say,
with the Scots.
and you got to be a little. I know how competitive that family is, so you got to be a little
pretty
careful there.
competitive, yeah. I'm not above sabotage. It's the only way it's going to happen.
Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having
Appreciate
me,
it.
guys.
Team Physical Therapy, lots of locations. They'll take care of you wherever you stop into. And I think it was fun talking about all different things this morning with Rachel Scott. We'll take a time out. We'll be back.
Happy May from The Secret Garden. Go and see them any day in May. Weekdays noon to 5, Saturdays 8:30 to 4:30, and Sundays from 1 until 4. It's time to get plants in the ground. Go see their amazing variety of annuals, succulents, cactus, and vegetables. Enjoy a $5 lunch and, of course, grab one of their signature lattes or smoothies, available in tons of flavors. A truly unique shopping experience awaits you 2 1/4 miles west of Myrna on Highway 92 and a half a mile north. The Secret Garden.
Geared for Sports on the west side of the square in Broken Bow is there for you when you're gearing up for your sports endeavors. They have you covered for spring and summer and from head to toe if you need it for track, baseball, or softball. Don't see what you're searching for? Make sure you talk to Scott. He'll do what he can to get it for you. Geared for Sports, always ready to go the extra distance for their customers. West side of the square in Broken Bow.
You've been asking, and it's happening. The Kahuna is back at the Bonfire Grill and Pub in Broken Bow every Wednesday. Swing by anytime on Wednesdays and get a ticket. Then come back at 6 for the drawing. You must be present to win. If your ticket is drawn, you choose one of 3 envelopes containing $100 cash, a chef's dinner giveaway, your choice of a meal prepared by the Bonfire, given only once monthly, or a gift certificate. If the cash isn't taken, it adds up and increases for the next week. Join in on the fun, the Kahuna drawing, every Wednesday at the Bonfire Grill and Pub in Broken Bow.
9:47. A lot of fun talking about taking care of ourselves. Thanks, Rachel Scott with Team Physical Therapy, and thank you, Mark Stock with Big Iron Auction Company, and of course Logan Arrow Seed. Logan starting off with his cannibal group that he was with in Lincoln. Oh boy. Hey, speaking of activities and places to go, the Broken Bow Golf Club is certainly that. And you can, the thing about the golf club, I think they want to stress a little bit. And we know there's a job opening there, but, they'd love to have you come and golf anytime. You do not have to be a member of that organization. It used to be more that way years ago. A lot of golf courses were that way. You had to be a member, or you could golf so many times and then you needed to become a member. That's not the case anymore. So the golf course is busier than ever. We watch it over across the street here, and there's a lot going on over there throughout the spring, summer, and fall. And they've got, I call it kind of a sports bar atmosphere now. They've changed that to that more of a sports bar, and they're looking for a manager.
They are, yeah. And, on Sunday, I went over and bought a bag of golf balls to hit on the driving range. So don't forget about that.
That's true.
That's fun to do as well. They are looking to hire an individual to manage the operations of the golf course clubhouse. The person would be responsible for overseeing and conducting the day-to-day operations of the clubhouse and the bar area. Position will need to put an emphasis on creating a friendly, inviting atmosphere that welcomes members and non-members. Must be a self-starter and able to work independently. The position would also work closely with the golf superintendent and the Broken Bow Golf Club board. Some of the duties would include hiring and scheduling and providing leadership and supervision to the staff, coordinating and organizing events, helping with tournaments, oversee food and beverage ordering, etc. Now, some weekends, evenings, and holidays will be required. Salary is negotiable. If you're interested, they ask that you email your resume to this email address. It's golfbbcc@gmail.com. Or if you would like to talk further about the position, you can contact Jason White at 870-2601.
Thank you, Brent Apperson. Here's brand new music from Bonnie Raitt. That one's called Made Up Mind, the latest from Bonnie Raitt. I've been checking out her new album, new recordings. All really, really good. She's got such a great sound, Brent. Guitar.
Yes, she does.
She plays without effort. Her voice is strong as ever.
Been at it a long time.
Yes, she has. The amount of gigs she's had would probably scare you. Brent.
Dave.
My good friend. My co-host. My neighbor. Brother and son all in one. Would you mind talking about Mead Lumber? They've got a job opening there.
They do. They actually have a couple.
Oh.
And they are looking for a driver yard worker. Now, the primary responsibility of this position would be to pull and assemble loads and or drive company vehicles to deliver merchandise to customer job sites and then help unload the materials to the customer's satisfaction while keeping the yard clean and assist customers in the yard. That's one position that they have open. And they are also looking for a sales associate who would be responsible for various sales duties, including sales support functions, office coordination, and assist with some merchandise deliveries. They offer a great benefits package, including paid holidays, vacation and sick time, group medical and dental insurance, and 401k, and also offer competitive pay. So to find out more and to apply, just visit them at Mead Lumber in Broken Bow, Nebraska.
8:55 is your time. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
brand of chainsaws not sold at Lowe's or the Home Depot. We can give you over 10,000 reasons. That's how many authorized local Stihl dealers you can find across the country. Visit one and you'll find a range of dependable gas and battery-powered tools, from trimmers to blowers. And you'll find service from experienced professionals. Real Stihl. Find yours at StihlUSA.com. Lowe's and Home Depot are trademarks of their respective companies.
Just 3 words tell you everything you need to know. They tell you why we employ more than 2,000 workers at our factory in Virginia Beach, and why over 10,000 local Stihl dealers are putting battery power in the hands of Americans. Just 3 words. Made in America. Real Stihl. Find yours at StihlUSA.com. The majority of Stihl products sold in America are made in America of U.S. and foreign materials. Batteries and chargers are sourced internationally.
Listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News special report, the Georgia Republican gubernatorial primary turning into a test of Donald Trump's legacy, pitting the former president against his former vice president. Reporter Patrick Quinn has more.
In Cobb County, Mike Pence standing by Governor Brian Kemp's side in a heated Republican primary against former Senator David Perdue, endorsed by former President Donald Trump, who chimed in via a tele-rally.
Brian Kemp is truly an embarrassment to the Republican Party because of what's taken place in your great state, Georgia.
Kemp refused then-President Trump's call to throw out Georgia's 2020 election result. In another Georgia race,
Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, who refused pressure from President Trump to overturn the 2020 vote count. He's in a tight race against a Trump-backed challenger.
CBS's Bradley Blackburn. Trump protege Sarah Huckabee Sanders likely to win the Arkansas GOP gubernatorial nomination. Her father was also governor there. CBS News special report. I'm Vicki Barker.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
The Celtics tied up the NBA's East Finals, 2 games apiece, whipping Miami tonight 102-82. The Celtics led late in the first quarter 26-4. Jimmy Butler was 3 of 14 shooting for just 6 points in defeat. Jason Tatum scored 31 points for the winners, and Marcus Smart of Boston was out with a sprained ankle. Series even, Game 5 in Miami Wednesday night. In the NHL playoffs, the best team from the regular season, Florida, is out, suffering a 4-game sweep at the hands of Tampa Bay, losing on the road 2-0 tonight. Colorado leads 3-1 in its second-round series after a win at St. Louis 6-3. The Avs scored 3 goals in under 2 minutes early in the second period. Naomi Osaka lost her first-round match at the French Open. The late ball game went to the Padres in 10 innings, 3-2 against Milwaukee. The Mets whipped San Francisco 13-3. Giants have lost 5 in a row. Seattle and Arizona with wins, and Baltimore beat the Yankees 6-4.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Cloudy skies across the area for today, with showers developing, especially into the afternoon. High temperatures working up into the mid-50s. Then for tonight, rainy and breezy conditions, a low of 44. For Wednesday, a lingering slight chance for a shower through midday, with highs approaching 60 with breezy north winds. Thursday, lots of sun, warmer, up to 78. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
News and weather was brought to you today by Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow. Irrigation season started early this year, and Custer Electric and Irrigation wants to remind you of important offerings that set them apart. They are once again offering free FieldNet and NFTrax demos for this growing season. Demos are limited, so make sure you call soon to reserve your pivot control or set of NFTrax. If you want to skip the demo and buy, Custer Electric and Irrigation recently installed 4 radio bridges that allow the service area for telemetry and FieldNet to expand where you may not have previously been able to get it. More bridges also mean cheaper annual subscriptions, so talk to Lance to see what he can do for you. If you need tires but don't want to upgrade to NFTrax, 11.2 by 38 tires with reinforced rims with tubes are on hand and on sale for $1,000 per tire while supplies last. Of course, if your pivot is leaking more than irrigating, don't settle for second best on sprinklers. Update today to have installs done before service season heats up. Call Lance at 880-1507. Check them out on Facebook or at custerei.com. Custer Electric and Irrigation. Experience the difference.
9:04 is your time. 50 degrees outside. Sun is winning the battle out there right now. We do have that better chance of showers returning this afternoon. So let's go ahead and hope for that, shall we?
Yes, I'm all for that.
By the way, one of our callers, Sandy, said that she received 4,500s at her house.
Really?
Yes.
45. See, that's kind of right where I was at.
Yeah.
Just saying. How much did you get at your house again, which is right across the street from mine?
67.
Is that what you said?
67. I couldn't remember if it was
Yeah.
62 or 67.
Yeah.
But I got more rain than you did.
Yeah, right across the street. You got 0.2 of an inch more than me. Whatever.
What do you mean, whatever? I have my rooster gauge out.
Okay. All right. I don't know. I think it's, I think you should test the accuracy of it.
Well,
but
I'm just saying. I'm just saying what I read. Maybe I misread it. I could have misread
you probably didn't. You probably were just more blessed than the rest of us.
Well, I could ask the neighbors, Ed and Vicky down the alley if what they measured, or go over and see Joni and Chris and Kayla, see what they measured up, just to do a little survey. But by the time I do that, it's going to be raining again. Did you dump your gauge this morning?
No, I haven't.
Well, we got to dump it.
Okay. I'll do that at noon. Or whenever I get off for lunch.
Won't start. What if it starts raining before then? Then you'll have to do math.
That's not good. Of course, the very first time that I ever read rain here at the radio station, of course, we still measure it today the same way we have measured it, ever since I showed up here in the 90s.
That's what the National Weather Service gives you to measure with, yeah.
So we have a little, stick, I guess, that you put into this little cylinder.
Tube, yeah.
Yeah, and then you see where it registers on the stick. Well, it was my first time, I wasn't really familiar with reading what the stick said, and it started to rain, and I was told that, when it starts to rain, it's always good to measure. Well, back then we were always live on the air, so measure every hour.
Out there.
And keep people updated because they're interested in how much rain we're getting.
Sure.
And so I went out and measured, and I came back in, and I told everybody that we had received an inch. Well, it was actually 1/10 of an inch. Pretty soon, Brent was announcing that we had 1.5 inches, and it was 1/1500. And finally, someone, bless their heart, finally made a phone call and said, "Dude, you got to talk to that guy on the air in the afternoon. I don't know what he's looking at, but he can't be measuring the rain correctly." So I learned.
Yeah,
and
you figure it out.
Yeah, I now understand how to appropriately read.
I think
the rain.
We've all had a little struggle once in a while with the rain gauge, because it's a debatable thing, and
Yeah.
And honestly, all kidding aside, you can have a lot of difference in a mile or 2 miles, depending on these scattered showers,
or even 2-3 blocks.
Yeah, they can dump
town.
a lot. They can dump a lot in one spot, not the other. And many times it's raining in town in the early morning and drive out here and it's dry, or vice versa. The one I think Jeff Bailey had been here a while, and I had sprinkled the front yard. And
I don't think I've heard this.
And shut it off and forgot to dump it. And I'm sure it was the only wet spot in the town, on this end of town anyway. Yeah. And poor old Jeff was, what's that thing, holds something like nearly 3 inches, and it was full. And he reported that. That was totally unfair.
growing. Get in on the next major oil boom now and help the U.S. with your patriotic investment that could potentially pay you monthly income of up to 20 or more years. That's the sound of a producing oil well and the sound of a smart investment. If you're an SEC-accredited investor, you can take advantage of Encore Energy's projects. Call 1-800-278-7455. That's 1-800-278-7455.
From back when Lou Reed was still underground. Phil just played drums. And Fleetwood Mac were still speaking.
Real rock and always real rock. 95.3 KBBN.
And KCNI Radio and Broken Bow, Pure Country. My good friend and neighbor, co-host.
Yes.
Brother and son all in one.
Yeah, okay.
We have guests in the studio.
We do. Off Broadway is here.
Good morning.
Hi there.
Morning.
Jessica, Jody, how are you today?
Great.
Good.
Great.
Hey, thanks a lot. The first thing you hand to Dave and I are like sheets for $500. Wow,
Yeah.
now that is the way to come into the studio, man. Let me tell you.
Sweet. Sweet.
All right. Now, I think we kind of touched on this a little bit last time you were in, but refresh everybody's memory as to what you have going on regarding this.
So we have a $500 recommending referral bonus. So if you refer, you recommend somebody to come move in at Off Broadway, you could qualify for $500. So you don't have to be living there or working there. You can just be somebody that says, I recommend Joe to come live there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we follow up when we do the process. And if they qualify, you could qualify for $500.
Nice. Now that's for a resident.
Yep. And then
but-
she'll explain the.
Okay.
The other 500 is if you refer a new employee to us, and you have to qualify with that also. So there's stipulations to that too.
Okay. Now, going back to referring someone to be a resident, I happen to know somebody who age-wise would be eligible to move into Off-Broadway.
Okay.
If I just refer them but say it doesn't work out, or maybe in the case of this person, you don't want them to come to Off-Broadway, could I still get the $500?
And Brent, are we talking about the same person I think we're talking about?
Well, we might be. He is here in the studio live.
Okay. Well,
Hi,
you
Dave.
know,
Just asking.
that would be a conversation between you and I.
Okay. Wait. Sorry.
He's speechless. I think the first time
Well,
ever.
see, I'll be honest with you. I'm trying to figure. He came over and mowed my yard over the weekend. Very nice.
Wow.
Well, then he informs me that he's going to charge me for it and just take it out of my check.
Oh.
So I'm trying to find a way to make some extra money to cover that, because I don't even know how much he's going to charge me.
Not to mention the hose rental.
Yes, that too. But
Wow.
well, it's in all seriousness, it's a great program, and I think again we talked about this the last time you were in, but those who live in the community, they are the best ambassadors for what's happening in the community.
Right.
And so I'm sure that maybe you already have had some names sent your direction in each occasion, I'm guessing.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
We have.
Yep. Nope. And we do have a few apartments available, so just give us a call. And if you have the referral, you can call or email at jburnett@offbroadway.com about the resident, or you can call and talk to Jody or myself or Audrey when it comes to employees as well as residents.
Mhm.
So employees mainly Jody and Audrey. So
Right.
yeah. So
You mentioned that you had some apartments available. We had been talking about a special.
Yep.
Is that still going on?
that will end of June. So if they want to take advantage of it, which is a huge savings, they need to do that ASAP.
Okay.
So, and they just need to contact me and we'll start the process. So
All right.
it's pretty painless.
All right, super.
So-
And as far as employees, Jody, I know that there might be some full-time opportunities, or there's some part-time opportunities too right now?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
We do have the full-time med aid position open, so they need to contact Audrey for that. Part-time, we have a dietary aide, we have transportation, maintenance, and an LPN.
Okay.
So they just need to contact myself. Basically, the LPN needs to contact either I or Audrey.
Okay.
But myself for all of it, the rest.
All right. I know that you guys always are active in, putting together activities and make sure the residents stay active and everything.
Yep.
Special things coming up this summer, or?
Well, we're going to be doing some events at the gazebo. So they need to, if they want an invitation, they need to contact me at Off-Broadway, 872-2522, to get on the invitation list. And we're going to be doing some more and more ice cream social, just different things that we're going to be doing over at the gazebo. So cinnamon rolls and coffee. And so if you want on that invitation list, you need to give me a call so I can get to get you an invitation. So,
all right. Okay.
Yeah.
Can Britt and Dave get on the invitation list, or would we be excluded?
You have to be 65 years and older.
I'll make an exception for you.
Oh, really?
You know what?
Well, thanks.
If you come and talk for us, we'll give you a cinnamon roll.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go. I'm up for that, for a cinnamon roll.
Yes, and then we offer the 3 meals a day, weekly laundry and housekeeping service, transportation, in-home beautician, library access 24/7, soft serve ice cream, 24/7 lawn and snow removal. And then we have the gazebo for the residents to use and their guests. And then we also do their shopping for them. So... And the reason why you should come to Off-Broadway, you won't be lonely. There's a lot of friends in our little community. There's never a dull moment. We have something every day throughout the day to keep everyone busy. So we have a special events for residents throughout the month, and we keep our residents active, healthy, and happy. So
the one thing I've noticed a couple of times I've been into Off-Broadway, it's not just the interaction of the residents with each other. It's you guys have great interaction of staff and residents.
Yes.
I think that's pretty neat.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
we have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love our residents, and we really do care about them. So we have a lot of fun.
Good. All right. Dave?
Yes, I'm reading. Sorry, I was kind of reading the sheet that was brought in from Off-Broadway. Birthdays, got a lot of birthdays going on. Is that in this month?
June.
June, that's for next month. Wow. In residence, Barbara Pomplin, Marlene Kalin, and Nadine Anderson are celebrating birthdays.
Yep.
On staff side, Kathy Ross, Jana McBride, and I'm not sure how to pronounce this, Betty
Babrick.
Babrick, okay. Happy birthday in June. Yep. On the back side here, you've got a little announcement of a retirement, somebody that you are going to miss, I assume?
Very much so.
Yeah. He's our maintenance and then our part-time transportation right now.
And that's Dennis.
Yep.
All right, retiring. Looks like he's going to spend a little extra time with his family, which is understandable.
Yep.
All right. Nice sheet, by the way. Nice information you have here for us today. And, even if it is maybe not real, it's nice to hold a $500
Oh, it
bill.
is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Makes you all giddy inside and makes you want to go hand those out, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Be generous.
Yes.
But that's quite a program you have going on. Incentives. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have sign-on bonus for the employees also. So.
Oh, that's nice.
Come talk to you.
Yep.
All right. Okay.
Yep. And we continue to follow the COVID guidelines. So
Still under
we just,
that.
Yep, and we just have a process that has to be followed, checking in the front entryway. So.
And you've got a machine to do that
Yes,
now.
it's fantastic.
Yeah. Actually we were doing it all on paper. So now that we've got the machine up and going and it's working, we're going to do away with that paper. So you can just screen right there at the machine.
Sounds great,
And
ladies.
the nice thing is once you've done it once, you don't have to go through all the extra. So they
Right.
recognize you.
Remembers you.
Yep, it's nice.
It's kind of creepy. But that's the life we live
Yes.
nowadays.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's very convenient.
Yep.
I feel like Jody and I are really beginning to bond.
Yeah?
It's
Yeah.
coming
That's
together,
good.
isn't it, Dave?
Yeah, I'm feeling like we're going to be real good friends before this is all over with.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And, I've known Jessica a long time anyway. I think she knows where we stand.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. But the main thing is we do have a few apartments available. Call and ask what is available. There's just the process that we need to follow before moving in. So contact us and let us know what's available. We'll let you know what's available and how the process is going to work. We have that special going on until the end of June, so need to act now. And it will go until the end of June. And then can just speak to me and we can get the process started.
All right. I'd like to know a little bit more about our guests, and so I've got a couple personal questions. Jody, do you like topping on your ice cream?
Yes.
What do you like? Chocolate, caramel, butterscotch?
Caramel.
Caramel?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good. Jessica?
Butterscotch.
Butterscotch, yeah. Brent?
Boy, that's a tough one. I would go with fresh strawberries.
Wow. Yeah, I guess so.
Or just, strawberries. Yeah, I love strawberries on my ice cream.
Do you know most people, I don't know if you know, this was a study, that most people who like strawberries on their ice cream are Democrats?
Oh, really? Okay, whatever. Well, I
Really
sure,
getting personal.
I wouldn't. I guess I'll switch to chocolate then.
Oh, thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. This one's called Wild and Lou.
so they'll get the right product. And 3, should their crops ever get hail, they'll get the right service. Get the crop hail coverage that's right for you. Call Farm Credit Services of America and see for yourself. 1-800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
Compromise is nice if you're at the playground or scouring yard sales. But farmers know better that middle grounds have no winner. That's why there's Revitec fungicide, fast-acting and long-lasting, preventative and curative, disease control and stress reduction. So leave the settling to little Tommy at the seesaw, an old bargain bill, and take your full prize in yields with Revitec fungicide for uncompromised performance. Always read and follow label directions.
That's a good ad. I just don't know why they have to pick on little Tommy at the seesaw. I mean, come on, he's just a kid.
Yeah.
All right. United Methodist Church Bible School. Is it underway or getting underway, Brent?
It will soon be beginning. And you can register now for the Community Vacation Bible School at the Broken Bow United Methodist Church. This year's theme is Discovery on Adventure Island. Now, this is for kids who will be entering kindergarten through those entering 6th grade. Now, if you just completed 6th grade, but you want to help, they would welcome you to do that. Advanced registration is strongly encouraged, but it's not required. And the Vacation Bible School will begin on Tuesday, May 31st, and then continue through Friday, June 3rd. It'll run from 9 a.m. until noon each day. So to register, you can go online. In fact, you can go to sandhillsexpress.com, go to the community calendar, and then click on May 31st, and you'll find a link that you can access that will allow you to register online for the Vacation Bible School. Again, it starts on Tuesday, May 31st next week and continues through next Friday, June 3rd, and it will run from 9 a.m. until noon each day.
And we'll just piggyback this with what Brent just told you about as far as that end of it goes. The United Methodist Church is also having a concert tomorrow at 7 p.m. at the church, piano and violin concert with Kevin and Heidi Chang, and you're invited to attend that. These two have been on the Nebraska News Channel Quarantine Tonight show on TV 8 times because people like them so much. Mike Flood brought them back 8 times, and they're going to be here at least once tomorrow night at the United Methodist Church at 7 o'clock. Thompson's Treasures in Sargent, Nebraska is kind of the center of the Junkathon coming up, but there's many other exhibitors and vendors that will be there this weekend, this holiday weekend. And I believe it's Saturday, Sunday, Monday in Sargent. Let me do that again. Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Actually,
is it?
This says Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but not Monday.
Yes. It is Nebraska's Spring Junkathon.
That's what I get for not using the sheet.
And you're right, Thompson's Treasures is going to kind of be one of the focal points of this. The Junkathon Antique Show and Flea Market, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Memorial Weekend in Sargent. Multiple vendors inside and out, flea market at Thompson's Treasures, several antique stores around town, and other wonderful businesses to visit. Maps will be available at Thompson's Treasures, so you can kind of start the day there. It's more than junk, folks. We want to see your fabulous stuff. Antique, vintage, retro, upcycled, recycled. Come join the fun for their 3-day show at a fabulous price. So if you're still interested in being a part of the show, you can email junkathon2015@yahoo.com for more information and for vendor forms. I don't know if they're still taking vendors yet or not, but if you're interested in being a part of it, you can certainly email them at junkathon2015@yahoo.com for more information. And it is scheduled for May 28th, May 29th, and May 30th in Sargent.
Well, that's the problem right there.
Oh, wait a minute.
See, that's what I was reading yesterday.
Now, okay.
28th, 29th, and 30th.
So do I go, okay, because the flyer says Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Because I read it that way yesterday.
I'm sorry, Dave.
Well, no, I bet you're right, but we got a conflict there.
We'll look into that.
Yeah.
It's this weekend, though.
Yeah, this holiday
We do know
weekend.
that. So head on over to Sargent.
Because I read the dates yesterday, and I thought, well, that's the way it is. But you've got two different. Yeah.
Okay.
We might.
Yeah, we'll look into that.
Let's.
Is that Shannon's territory?
Yeah, and she's on the telephone.
Oh,
right
she
now,
is.
So I can't reach
Okay.
her.
All right.
Well, we'll clear that up before we close the show.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
My apologies.
No,
for that.
you were. It's not your fault. It's just a little conflict. Not a problem. It's fine. No reason to get upset about it.
No. Hey, you know what? Here's a good way to just kind of chill out.
Okay.
Go to Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts
That would
in
be a good
Broken Bow and try one of their featured drinks for the month of May. That includes the butternut latte. That's a mixture of butterscotch and hazelnut. German chocolate cake frappe. Mocha sauce, caramel, and coconut. Also featuring this month at Prairie Grounds, the raspberry nougat iced coffee. And try one of their Italian sodas. Boy, they're delicious. Blueberry, cherry, lime, orange, passion fruit, peach, raspberry, strawberry, the flavors of their Italian sodas. So check out the delicious treats and drinks at Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts in Broken Bow. And while you're there, don't forget to check out the gift selection that they have. Many Nebraska-made items are featured. And you can visit them Monday through Friday, 7 to 2. Open on Saturday from 8 to 1 at Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts in Broken Bow.
I got to ask you a question.
Sure.
Does it bother? Now, see, I feel conflicted.
Conflicted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because my wife, over the weekend, we were watching a little bit of golf. We didn't watch very much of it. But the left-handed golfer that's all over the place does these miracle shots, and then, oh gosh, what's his name? Anyway, he wears his shirt. He buttons his top button.
Oh.
Maybe you haven't noticed that.
I don't know. I mean, when you say left-handed golfer, the first one that comes to my mind, obviously, is Phil Mickelson.
No, not Phil.
But it's not Phil you're talking about.
Younger guy. He adopted a child.
Bubba?
Yeah, Bubba.
Bubba Watson?
Yeah, Bubba Watson.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I like
thanks.
Bubba.
Yeah, he's unpredictable.
Yeah, won a couple of Masters.
Yeah, and then he had the low score of the tournament, 62.
Oh.
But then he, blew up.
Yeah, that's golf.
Yeah, and Bubba, doesn't seem to bother him much anymore. But he buttons his top collar button.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever noticed that. In fact, I did not notice until right now that you have buttoned your top button.
Exactly. And I did it to make my wife mad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Shannon. Hello. Hey, we're confused on the Sargent Flea Market thing. What are the actual, because this says Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but the dates match up with Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So we're confused.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Which is it, Shannon?
Is it the 28th, the 29th, and 30th of May? Boy, we're really putting you on the spot, aren't we?
It's Memorial Day weekend.
Right.
So it would be the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Not Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the 20, what do the dates say?
Well, it's the
20. That'd be the 20.
Well, I don't want to go by anything on this now. I
yeah.
need to go by the...
That's the way we read it yesterday, one way, and then Brent was reading it the other way. Do you like my shirt?
I do.
Do you like the fact that he's buttoned his top button?
Does it bother you that I've got the top button? Does it?
No, I mean...
Doesn't bother you? Doesn't make you upset?
No, I guess I don't really
Doesn't
care.
it make you upset? I mean, I can't
No,
do that unless I wear a tie.
It's just I was trying to razz my wife because she doesn't like it.
Yeah.
Just a little tease.
Okay.
Plus, this particular shirt, for some reason, looks like it's wide open. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
So you button up the top, and I feel like Bubba.
Ah, yeah.
Well,
Too bad you can't golf like Bubba. While Shannon's looking into the
now
flea
I'm
market.
all totally messed up, so I'm just going to flat out pull up there.
Okay. Hey, we'll remind you that the Cleaning Shack is ready to accept your items for dry cleaning. And they are located inside the Quilting Shack on East Highway 2. Drop-off deadline is Wednesday by 11:30 to have it back the following Wednesday by 3. And as always at the Quilting Shack, they have a great variety of projects and material available. So stop in and see them. They're located right there, East Highway 2, Broken Bow. The Quilting Shack, open Tuesday through Saturday, but closed Sunday and Monday. The Quilting Shack in Broken Bow. And again, the Cleaning Shack is ready to accept your items for dry cleaning. You must have them dropped off by Wednesday, tomorrow by 11:30, so that you can have the items back the following Wednesday by 3. And again, the Quilting Shack open Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 5:30, and on Saturdays, 11 to 4.
Okay, so Friday, 10 to 7, May 27th.
Aha. Okay.
Saturday, May 28th, 10 to 7. And Sunday, May 29th, 10 to 3.
Okay.
So no Monday.
All right,
It's just
so
Friday
Friday
through Sunday.
Gotcha.
It says multiple vendors inside and outside and all around town, selling a wide variety of treasures, primitive glassware, furniture, signs, tools, all of that good stuff.
There you go. All right, so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of this weekend.
Right on. And it hurts my feelings, too, that Shannon doesn't care whether my button is buttoned at the top or not. That hurts my feelings. I thought Shannon and I were tight.
Well, we are tight. I just feel like I don't feel like it could go either way. It looks nice either way, Dave.
Makes you look uppity.
Is that what we're going for, business-like?
Yeah, I want to be a snot.
That's the first level of snottiness?
Yeah, button up that top button and be a snot.
Actually, it makes it look like you forgot to put your tie on. To me. Because, to put a tie on, you got to have the top button buttoned. So it looks like you should be wearing a tie.
I only wear a tie for your mother.
Yeah.
And my mom,
She still
Peggy.
remarks about that, how impressed they were with how dressed up you were when they came to visit the other day.
Well, I'm kind of glad I was, because Jim kind of took me to task.
He did. My dad came, it was like my dad was doing show prep. It was amazing. He walked in and he was ready.
He had
was
an
ready
idea
for
what
you.
was going to, yeah. Well, I'll forgive you, Shannon, if you'll forgive me.
I mean, if you're going for comfort, just let loose and unbutton that top one there.
But don't unbutton too many.
I'm sure he's got a T-shirt.
Maybe
Look,
just the top.
I got to
too.
show you something.
Oh,
though.
you do have a T-shirt on. Okay, well that's better.
But the problem is, we were talking about the topping you put on your ice cream.
Yeah. Uh-oh, do you have a stain on your
chocolate.
T-shirt? Uh-oh, chocolate stain on the white T-shirt.
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
Well, you get down to the bottom of the bowl, when the ice cream is melted
It was a
together.
bowl. It wasn't even a cone, Dave.
No, it was a bowl.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
And you get down to the bottom where the ice cream is melted, and you got the chocolate mixed in with it, and you bring it up with the spoon, and it dropped off the spoon. And I did that to 2 T-shirts, 2 different ones. And this was the last T-shirt I had this morning. It was white, so I went ahead and wore the stain one.
But nobody can see it. It's underneath.
Well, why did I say it? Why did I tell you then?
You're just offering up your stuff.
I'm a confessor.
I do that too, though.
Did you know there's a study? What do you like on your ice cream? Butterscotch, chocolate, caramel, or strawberries?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Oh, yeah. You're probably a Republican then.
What? Oh, well, I feel like that's a huge generalization.
Well, Brent, he likes strawberries on his, and there's a study, a government study that shows most people who have strawberries on their ice cream or would like to have strawberries on their ice cream are Democrats.
What? Because I like strawberries. I like to get that coffee flavor from, it's like one of those ice cream places, and then you get strawberries in it.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds really weird, but it's actually really good.
So if a person were to combine strawberries and chocolate, would that make them an independent?
What about butterscotch?
That
What
or
is
a
that?
moderate.
So what
Butterscotch.
Does that one mean?
That would be a libertarian.
Oh. Well, butterscotch is disgusting, so I'm
What?
sorry. I don't like it. It's so
You don't like
gross.
butterscotch?
No.
Butterscotch pie?
No.
Butterscotch.
Oh, those little
coffee?
haystack things. Those are pretty good.
Oh, the
made out-
drink?
No, they're
What?
made out of butterscotch. It's like those little haystacks with the little.
yes, I know what
crunchy
I know what you're talking about.
oriental
They've got
things?
marshmallows in them, and
Those are
they
good.
are good. I
Those are
like
good.
those. Easy to make too, I think.
Christy taught me how to make those.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever had one, but I don't suspect that Christy will ever make me one, so I probably never get to try it.
I'm pretty sure it was Christy told me about those. They're no bakes. They're good.
Yeah.
Do you think Christy puts chocolate on her ice cream? She might.
I don't know. Well, if it's a sign of being a Republican, yes, I would say she probably puts chocolate on her ice cream, which is what I'm switching to.
I bet
So-
you she's like an M&M's person.
Yeah, probably. She likes a little more added.
Cookie.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that's just what the study says.
Okay. Well, I'm going to
Anybody
go make
want-
this a little clearer here.
Okay. Thank you, Shannon, for clearing that up. Seriously.
We got
Thanks for
time
doing
this
that.
week. We'll hit it hard.
Okay.
All right. We'll see you guys later.
Yep.
right.
See you later, Shannon girl. Be good.
I got 2 live reads left. You want to read one?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Share with my neighbor.
There you go. Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, offices in Callaway, Broken Bow, and other places too. Reminding you it's a great time to check on the value your home is insured for. With building costs and the fire danger, you want to be sure you could replace your home and belongings like they were before the loss. As always, quotes are free. They'd love to have the chance to provide insurance protection for the things that matter most to you. And pivots, we know how important those are. Pivot insurance is going to be even more important this summer if it continues to kind of struggle in regards to the rain. And you want to be sure you can repair, replace your pivot and its parts to keep your crops growing. Chip can help you out with that. He can help you and is happy to get you a quote on replacement value for even your oldest machines. So contact them today, Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency.
Hey, good morning to Steve Hornickel, who sent out a good morning to us. Nebraska Land Hearing. Roxanne is ready to go to work for you and make sure that your hearing is just as good as it can be. She is a certified hearing instrument specialist with over 30 years of experience right here in Broken Bow, Nebraska. She's taking time to offer you specials that will, kind of encourage you to come in. Additional discounts offered this month, discounts for new patients. You can receive chamber bucks with purchase of new hearing aids. And Roxanne will also, of course, do custom fitting for in-ear hearing aids and set you up with a rechargeable setup so that you can charge them up. She'll give you a free hearing evaluation, free office calls, free extended warranties on new hearing aids, extended discounts for buying local, new additional buy local discounts that she's added. She wants you to shop right here in Custer County because it's here. You don't need to drive anywhere else. Call her at 308-384-3852 to make an appointment. Roxanne's office and clinic is located in the Broken Bow Chamber Building, 4 doors down from Bow Bootery. Her name is on the glass window in the front. Nebraska Land Hearing Center.
Well said.
Thank you, Mr. Strawberry. Well, neighbor.
Yes, neighbor.
I think it's about over with. The show.
Well, I was gonna say, okay, are you talking about our relationship as neighbors, or okay,
no,
the show? Because I would be, that would make me sad.
So,
in all seriousness, I enjoy being your neighbor.
I enjoy
really
being
do.
your neighbor, and we have good neighbors around there. We have
do.
lots of different people that are part of our neighborhood, including Larry Kottner. He lives across the street from us, kind of down the block a little bit. And we might even have a new neighbor moving in. We'll tell you about down the road. That is exciting. So, yeah, we'll have lots of neighbors.
Good. Can you remember back to the game this morning? Was it Ken?
It was
that
Ken
won?
or Kent. I couldn't tell for sure.
All right.
Maybe go Ken and then big space with a T.
Question mark?
That way we'll have it covered.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
You betcha. Anything else on your mind?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I do want. They should probably be playing. Some of them anyway. But we got some area kids in the Class D Boys State Golf Championships today and tomorrow. So Colby Smith of South Loop, I'm guessing he's on the course now. Cole Kramer of Sand Hills Valley and Dylan Kreidel of Burwell, kind of the area kids competing. So we wish them the best of luck. I assume that they're playing anyway. I don't know what the weather did
think
or
they would be,
is doing in North Platte, but today and tomorrow is the tournament. So best of luck to them.
All right, thank you, Brent. Tomorrow we'll do another show.
Okay, I'll be here.
And I guess it would be a Wednesday edition.
Would it now? Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
As far as we know, it'll be Wednesday tomorrow.
All right.